Good evening. Here is the world news from our studio, BGI TV, Baba Bagede Imo TV. I am yours faithfully, Morire Rebila Lawal. First are the major headlines for the world news. Unitag, IGP orders 24-hour patrols nationwide. Christmas, Lawan urges Nigerians to show love, pray for peace. Break Unitag for Nigerians as food prices, fares increase persist. Sanwo-Olu declares free BRT ride on Xmas, New Year days to residents. Christmas Eve, panic as high-tension cables fall in Lagos. Gas explosion rocks Lagos on Christmas Eve. Police arrest syndicates buying cars with fake bank alerts. Divorce. We are probing possible hacking of Olori, Naomi's Instagram page, says Oni. On to foreign scene, South African court says Zuma can appeal return to jail. At least 37 dead in Bangladesh Ferry fire. And to sports. Onachu Nigeria's top scorer in 2021. Eagles end 2021 as 36th best team. Now the news in details. The Inspector General of Police, Usman Al-Kali Baba, has ordered commissioners of police in the 36 states of the Federation and the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, as well as the Supervisory Assistant Inspector General of Police, to initiate and implement well-coordinated crime prevention strategies and ensure round-the-clock visibility patrols towards peaceful Christmas and New Year celebration in the country. The IGP, who noted that achieving a crime and crisis-free Unitag is of utmost priority to the force and the nation at large, being the build-up into a new year, assured citizens of adequate security throughout the period of the celebration and beyond. This was contained in a statement by the Force Police Public Relations Officer, Frank Mba, on Friday. He further noted that the IGs and the CPs have been directed to massively deploy human, intelligence, and other operational assets of the force at their disposal to all public places, including residential areas, places of worship, recreational centers, financial institutions, marketplaces, major motor parks, major highways, airports, railway stations, amongst others, to protect the citizens and critical national infrastructure. In addition, the IGP has warned police personnel deployed for duties during the Unitag season, particularly those deployed to secure the highways across the country, to desist from acts inimical to discipline and professionalism. As Christians around the world celebrate Christmas, the Senate President, Ahmed Lawan, enjoined Nigerians to reflect on the significance of the season. He said, beyond the great merriment and Thanksgiving joy associated with the season, Christmas reminds mankind of the humble birth, simple life teachings, and sacrificial love of Jesus Christ. He said this is the reason why the season is for practical demonstration of love and universal goodwill through giving to the needy and sharing with neighbors. The Senate President urged Nigerians to engage only in activities that enhance peace and harmony in their immediate environment and beyond, in the true spirit of the season. This was contained in a statement signed by Special Advisor on Media, Ola Awoniyi, on Friday. Therefore, I enjoin us all to reflect on the significance of the season and to recommit to these virtues for the benefit of our dear country, Nigeria, and mankind in general. Nigerians are battling with prospects of a bleak Christmas and New Year season, as the rise in prices of food items and transport fares worsen across the country. Vanguard survey in Lagos, Abuja, Ibadan, Abeokuta, Owerri, Okra, Enugu, Umuahia showed a significant increase in prices of food items and transport fares, worsened by the rising demand caused by preparation for the Unitag. Vanguard survey in Lagos on selected foods revealed high prices month on month. MOM for vegetable oil and palm oil, yam, egg, and tomatoes, except for plantain, ripe and unripe, and beans, whose prices declined on a MOM basis. The price for a tube of yam rose from 25% to 1,500 naira from 1,200 naira in November. Similarly, the price of one bottle 75 cl of palm oil rose by 14% to 800 naira from 700 naira in November, while 5 liters of palm oil rose by 7.12% to 4,500 naira to 4,300 naira in November. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has approved free ride on bus rapid transit BRT corridors on Christmas and New Year days to residents. Free bus commuter services would be offered to residents on the Ikorodu to TBS Oshodi to Abulegba and Lagos Badagry Expressway BRT corridors on both days. A statement by the Managing Director of the Lagos Metropolitan Area Transport Authority, Lamata, Engineer Abimbola Akinyajo, through Assistant Director Corporate Communication, Kolawole Ojelabi, stated that the free commuter bus services were being offered to residents in the spirit of joy, love, and peace, which the season of Christmas signifies. There was tension in Igodo and Idimu areas of Lagos State after high-tension cables fell across major roads and vehicles in their access. It was learned that the cables fell after the pylon transmitting electricity from Egbin Hydro Power Station collapsed Friday morning. The cables also fell on shanties located under the pylons in the densely populated area. As of the time of filing this report, no casualty has been recorded. This is as the National Emergency Management Authority appealed to residents to be safety conscious. Southwest Coordinator of NEMA, Mr. Ibrahim Farilui, said officials of the agency were at the scene of the incident to prevent loss of lives and destruction of more properties. There is panic at the Ayobo Ipaja area of Lagos State over a gas explosion that occurred in the area on Friday. The Punch gathered that the gas explosion happened around 1 a.m. on Friday, Christmas Eve. Details of the explosion were sketchy as of the time of filing this report. The chairman of Ayobo Ipaja Local Council Development, Mrs. Bola Shopowale, confirmed the development to correspondent on the telephone. It is true, it happened around 1 a.m., she said. When asked about the number of casualties, she replied, I am not in the position to state that, but the explosion is true. Residents of the area who took to social media to seek help hinted that there are casualties. The Enugu State Police Command has arrested 11 criminal suspects for different offenses, including murder, kidnapping, child trafficking, armed robbery, and stealing. Parading the suspect on Thursday at the State Police Headquarters, the Police Commissioner, Mr. Abubakar Lawal, told journalists that were arrested within the month. Among the 11 suspects were Odo Tochukwu, Ifeyiwa Okonkwo, and Obodo Emmanuel, who were alleged to be fraudsters who specialize in stealing vehicles from car dealers with fake bank alerts. According to the commissioner, the suspects were arrested at different locations between December 7th and 13th, 2021 by police detective attached to the anti-robbery section of the State Criminal Investigation Department, following intelligence on their criminal activities. He said preliminary investigation showed that the criminal syndicate specialized in stealing cars by fraudulently sending fake credits alerts to unsuspecting car dealers as payment for the purchase of cars and other items within Enugu and other parts of the country. 6 vehicles of different makes and other incriminating items were recovered from them, while further discreet investigations to arrest other members of the criminal gang at large is ongoing.
Man had to come from Lagos, came to Enugu, beyond just helping him as a less to do. They adopted his man, kidnapped him, took a ransom of about 10 million naira from him. This is after he had given them. The sum of 3,762,500 naira being payment for the actual adoption of those children. They were not satisfied with that. They had to kidnap him to get more money from him. He gave 10 million naira, yet they didn't release that victim to the suspect. And like the CP said, they are still working on that to ensure that he's rescued and other members of the criminal gangs are arrested. She claimed to be Dr. Happiness. He also claimed to be a doctor, all in the guise to make sure they promise him and make it possible for him to adopt those children. And we also have the next suspect there. We have Odo Tochukwu, who is age 20. We have Odo Chukwu Emmanuel, which is 28. These suspects are involved in the case of stealing by fraudulent means. What they do, as investigation revealed, is that they will send them and their syndicate, they will send car dealers fake credit alert on the guise of purchasing vehicles. You give them those vehicles and other items, not just beyond the just like the city made us understand. They will take these vehicles, create a stand for it, and will be alleged to be selling. They will create another garage where they will be selling this thing. By God's grace, the state CID were able to crack down on them, swap in on them, and they have been arrested. And as you can see, after now we have about 6 vehicles recovered from them. And the make of these vehicles include 3 Toyota Corolla cars, 1 Toyota Camry, a Spider car, 1 black colored Toyota Hummer bus, 1 Daihatsu Hijet mini bus, and then 26 pieces of invoices bearing Silver Motors Limited. This is after stealing the vehicle fraudulently. They will keep this one in their own garage and they will be selling it. What makes it look like they are doing a genuine business. There you have them. And we also have Chimere, age 20. Michael Asova is age 21. Chimere is age 22. Both of them are of a hard lower than Suga. The suspects were arrested on the 7th of December, that's this month, at about 2 o'clock by police operative attached to the Dayton Area Command, following the receipt of credible information alleging that the group had perfected plans to rob banks' customers. That was just when they were ready. In fact, you can see the other suspect was a law-abiding citizen in a bit of trying to get them like eating. You can see the way it looks before we now got them. And upon thorough search conducted on them, 1 parental pistol. Then, where is it? 1 parental pistol, here's the pistol, was recovered from them. The live ammunition. And these 2.2 mm caliber of live ammunition were also recovered from them. He was arrested on the 9th on the 9th of this month at about 5 o'clock by police operative attached to the Great City Police Division. He is alleged to have been engaged in a fight with 1 Chibuzo Ituma, and that was on the 5th of December 2021. And as a matter of fact, fighting, the young man used this is a pistol here, the exhibit. He first used a pistol, it was not enough. He also used a stone to hit the young man. He was taken to the clinic, to the hospital rather, and after examination, the victim was confirmed dead. And by God's grace, we had him arrested here today. He's involved in a criminal gang. As a matter of fact, they kidnapped an 86-year-old woman, took this woman to their criminal hideout. When the report got to the police, the anti-kidnapping unit of the command, they swung into action, acting on intelligence. They were able to get him, and getting him from him, they were able to rescue this 86-year-old woman, who for reasons of security, we are not going to tell you her name. The woman has been rescued, and as a matter of fact, she has since reunited with members of her family.
Palace of Oni of Ife, Oba Adeye Ogunsi, says it is probing possible hacking of Olori Naomi's Instagram page. It denied knowledge of the report that the marriage between the monarch and his wife has ended. Olori Naomi had announced through her social media handles on Thursday that her marriage to Ogunsi has ended. But in his first official reaction to the claim, the Director of Media and Strategy on his palace, Moses Ferry, said as of Wednesday evening, Ogunsi and Naomi went to bed as husband and wife. According to him, separation in marriage cannot be done by one of the parties. stressing that probe will be launched into whether or not Instagram page of Naomi was hacked. Olafabere, during an interview with correspondent on ground, said, "Separation is a two-way affair. It is not something that is announced by one party. The announcement of separation is subject to agreement by both parties. The palace is not aware of such separation because we all went to bed last night, Wednesday, the two being the king and wife." We likely go to foreign soon. South Africa's former president, Jacob Zuma, can appeal a court ruling last week that he should not enjoy medical parole and should return to jail. High Court Judge Elias Matujani ruled last Wednesday that the September decision to place a 79-year-old on medical parole was unlawful. The same judge on Tuesday decided to allow an appeal. "In my view, this matter merits the Supreme Court of Appeal's attention," he said at the end of a virtual hearing. He said another court may find that Zuma should be treated with compassion, empathy, and humanity because of his ill health and advanced age. The former president was handed a 15-month jail sentence in July for contempt of court after he refused to give testimony to corruption investigators. His jailing sparked violent protests and looting in his home province of KwaZulu-Natal that spread to South Africa's financial hub, Johannesburg, in July, claiming more than 350 lives. It was the deadliest violence in South Africa since the end of white minority rule in 1994. You are watching the world news from BGI TV. Still to come on foreign. At least 37 people died when an overcrowded night ferry caught fire in Bangladesh on Friday, police said, as terrified passengers leaped overboard to escape the blaze. The latest maritime tragedy to hit the improvised low-lying nation happened in the early hours in a river near Jalakati, 250 kilometers, 160 miles south of Dhaka. We have recovered 37 bodies. The death toll may rise. Most died from the fire and a few by drowning after many people jumped into the river, local police chief Moinul Islam told AFM. The blaze was believed to be originated in the engine room and ripped through the ferry. Islam said, despite having an official capacity of 310, the vessel was carrying at least 500 people, many of who were returning home from the capital. We have sent some other people with burn injuries to hospitals in Barisal, he said. Witnesses said the fire originated at around 3 a.m. and quickly spread across. Now sports. Giants Nigerian striker Paul Onuachu has emerged Nigeria's top goal scorer in 2021, finishing the calendar year 10 goals ahead of second-place Slovenian Bratislava forward Ezekiel Enti. Onuachu scored 31 goals in 41 club games for Genk under the year in review. Among the goals he scored 2 hat-tricks and 3 braces. He scored thrice against KAS Hipping in Genk's 4-1 win on January 4, 2021, and Serenity on September 26, 2021 in their 3-0 triumph, both trebles coming in the league games. The 27-year-old bagged braces in the Belgian league against Zulte Waregem and Royal Antwerp twice over 2 legs. Slovan Bratislava striker Ezekiel Enti ended the year in second place with 21 goals in 47 games in the ongoing year. The 20-year-old scored twice on 3 occasions and grabbed a hat-trick once in the Slovakian top-flight league. And last sports story before we call it a wrap on the world news, the Super Eagles were unmoved in the latest FIFA ranking released on Thursday, ending the year as the 36th ranked nation in the world, while Belgium and Canada ended the year as the best teams in the world. Nigeria had started the year as the 36th ranked nation in the world in January 2021. They, however, achieved their best ranking of the year in April, where they were placed 32nd. Their current ranking places them 5th in Africa, behind Senegal 20th, Morocco 28th, Algeria 29th, and Tunisia 30th. The Eagles will amass a total of 14,718.78 points in the outgoing year, played 11 games, recorded 6 wins, 2 draws, and 3 losses. Of 11 games, 8 of them were competitive matches comprising of qualifiers for the 2021 Africa Cup of Nations in Cameroon and the group phase games of the Qatar 2022 World Cup qualifier. The Eagles won 6 of 8 competitive games, while losing to Central African Republic and grabbing a draw versus Cape Verde in the World Cup qualifiers. That was the world news from BGI TV, but before we go, a quick recap of the headlines. Unitide IGP orders 24 hours patrols nationwide. Christmas, Lawan urges Nigerians to show love, pray for peace. Bleak Unitide for Nigerians as food prices, fares increase persist. Sanwo-Olu declares free BRT ride on Xmas New Year days to residents. Christmas Eve, panic as high-tension cables fall in Lagos. We also brought to you gas explosion rocks Lagos on Christmas Eve, as well as police arrest syndicates buying cars with fake bank alerts. Divorce, we are probing possible hacking of Olori. Naomi's Instagram page says on his palace. And to foreign, South African court says Zuma can appeal, return to jail. Also on foreign, at least 37 dead in Bangladesh Ferry fire. And to sports, or not true, Nigeria's top scorer in 2021, while Eagles end 2021 as 36th best team in the world. Thank you for watching. We appreciate you for being part of BGI TV. And not forgetting, it is the Xmas 2021 Eve today. Wishing all our Christian fans all over the world to celebrate Merry Christmas and Happy Xmas in advance with the New Year upcoming. We pray from BGI TV, we shall live to celebrate many more by God's grace. I am yours faithfully, Morire Rebila Lawal. Not forgetting to hooking up with us on our YouTube channel, Babagide Imo TV. Kindly subscribe and click on the notification bell for updates. On Facebook, Bagede Imo with Alawiye Adebayo. Please like and follow the page so as to get updates of our broadcast. On Instagram, Bagede Imo _22. For advert placement of goods and services and products, coverage of events and function, to mention a few. The phone line right on the screen is the number to dial. Thank you for being part of BGI TV. We appreciate, we love you from here. Have a wonderful time.